Footage of a man being swallowed by a whale is going viral on social media right now. Somehow the diver lived to tell the tale of being swallowed by this whale. Welcome back to InformOverload, the news channel for people who find CNN boring. I'm Charlotte Dobre. Hit that sub button and turn on the bell, and follow the IO creative team on Instagram. I'm pretty sure most of us have read Moby Dick as children. Not that kind of dick, you're so immature. But I think even as kids we were smart enough to know that the chances of being swallowed by a whale are actually pretty small, let alone live inside one. Well, it turns out a human being swallowed by a whale is possible. It just happened to a diver in South Africa. 55-year-old Rainier Schimpf is a photographer, and he was swimming off the coast of South Africa. He was filming a sardine run, but this wasn't just any sardine run. The Port Elizabeth Harbour's sardine run is the biggest animal migration in the southern hemisphere. At some times of the year, penguins, seals, gannets, dolphins, whales, and sharks all work together to herd the fish into bait balls to make them easier to eat. It's a pretty interesting thing to see so many animals cooperate in this way, and one of the people who's most familiar with this migration is Rainier Schimpf, who's been working as a dive tour operator for 15 years. Every year he documents the migration, but never did he think that he would end up being the bait. Whale bait, ooh ha ha. He was swimming around when suddenly the sea around him began to churn. He said he was trying to get a shot of a shark going through the bait ball, but the next moment it got dark and he felt some pressure on his hip. That's because his hip was inside a whale. He soon realized where he was. He was inside the mouth of a feeding Bride's whale. Bride's whales are huge animals. They're usually 14 to 15 meters long or 45 to 50 feet. And whenever this whale opens its mouth, whatever is in its path will end up inside it, including a diver. So what did Rainier do in this situation? Well, hold his breath and hope that he wouldn't end up in the whale's stomach. He did have some hope though. He knew that Bride's whales, like the rest of the baleen whale family, have a relatively small esophagus. The esophagus of one of these whales is about the size of a basketball, which is pretty small considering how huge they are. Bride's whales don't eat humans. They eat small prey like krill, sardines, and plankton. Prey that's small enough to swallow whole. Not to mention, Bride's whales have no teeth, so this situation could have been much worse. If it were a shark, on the other hand, that would have been bad. Very bad. Then his prayers were answered. Rainier was only inside the whale for a couple of seconds before he felt the whale let go and spit him out. He was way too big to swallow fully. He said, "The next moment I kind of felt the whale was turning either way and the pressure was released, and then I was washed out of the mouth. I came back up onto the surface where I surely wasn't looking too clever." You're seriously worrying about looking clever? You were just swallowed by a whale! Guys, I'm feeling really self-conscious right now. I just got swallowed by a whale. Don't make fun of me, okay? We're gonna make fun of you. He got back to his team and said, "Did you get the picture?" Yes they did, and it's a doozy. Another photographer, Heinz Topperser, was capturing the whole thing on camera from a nearby boat. Shout out to Heinz for this epic photograph. For sure it will end up on the best of nature photography list this year. So did this whale mean to almost eat Rainier? The answer is hell no. Humans are not classified as whale bait. Whale bait, ooh ha ha. First of all, the whale probably couldn't see Rainier in the first place. According to fellow dive instructor Claudia Weber-Gerbert, as they come up with their mouths open, they can't really see what's in front of them, and I guess the whale thought it was a dolphin. She added, "Whales are not man-eaters. This was no attack, it was not the fault of the whale, and they are really sensitive. They are gentle giants, and it was just an accident." Aww, does anyone else really want to hug this whale right now? Just me? Alrighty guys, that is all I have for you on this. Let's do some comment features! I'm not sure what the hell that dance move was. Let's call it the potato. Hugh said, "For people who hate CNN, I feel so called out right now. I'm calling you out, bruh." MLG Roblex said, "Oh, I watch IO because I hate Good Morning America." It's Just Amber said, "Hi Charlotte, I've been a fan forever and I was wondering if I could get a shout out. I have subscribed and push notifications." Well, alright, since you asked so nicely, your queen will consider your request. Sister Quacking said, "You guys should post a photograph of the trash tag challenge. That would be cool, but I remember that it's probably freezing in Toronto." It's finally warming up actually, but most of the trash, if there is any, is hiding under about a foot of snow still, so we'll see what happens later this week. Mayo said, "What is she wearing? Clothes, that's what." Welcome to the end screen. This means the video is over. If you want to keep watching, check out that playlist, and obviously you should leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so I can see you in the next IO video.